Hey guys, in today's video, I would like to share with you some of my initial experiences with the 3G network shutdown in the UK. As you know, mobile operators in the UK are shutting down their 3G network in 2024. And one of the mobile operators I'm using has already shut down their 3G network in most areas in the UK. A few weeks ago, I had to travel from a place called Reading, which is on the west side of London, actually outside of London, to the east of London. And of course, I had to take the train, which takes around 2 hours or just over 2 hours. In my case, unfortunately, it was early morning and I was half asleep. So I took the wrong train a couple of times and I ended up traveling for around about 4 hours actually. And as a result, though, I was able to travel a lot within the London area, and I was able to experience exactly what mobile data network has to offer without the 3G network. With the 3G network, I always used to feel that my data connection was able to survive somehow, and the 3G networks were able to somehow catch me when I needed them, when I didn't have 4G or 5G coverage. The 2G networks are designed primarily for voice and text, and they're not really for mobile data. So they can establish a mobile data connection, but they don't have enough bandwidth to sustain a mobile data connection effectively. So if you have to make a Teams call, for example, on your laptop, 2G networks are not really going to help you there, and they're going to drop the ball like this. So let me take you to my laptop and I'll show you exactly what my findings were. As you may know, there are 4 generations of mobile networks that are active today: 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. Today in 2024, 4G and 5G networks mostly run the show in most countries that have mature networks in most areas. Now let's define the word mature here to make sure we're on the same page. By mature, I mean you don't have situations where you frequently encounter basic issues, like the phone line being fuzzy, or the call keeps dropping, or you don't have any coverage, and things like that. So basically, all of these silly problems that can make you go crazy. Now, the challenge with a mobile network is that a mobile operator in any country has to cover as much of the geographical areas as possible for people to have decent coverage no matter where they go. Otherwise, of course, people would complain. And why would they complain? They would complain if they kept finding themselves in areas with no or limited coverage. Limited coverage is when you are connected, but you can't really do anything on your phone. So basically, you question the very existence of that connection as to why are you connected if you can't really do anything. And that is because 4G and 5G networks are the only networks that can keep up with the demands of internet speeds today. In 2024, you cannot rely on the mobile data speeds of the 2G networks because the speeds are extremely slow. 2G networks are great for voice calls and text messages, but well, that's about it. 3G networks can deliver higher speeds to at least keep a data session alive, but of course, you need 4G or 5G networks to really run the data session. Now, to give you an overview, let me show you the maximum and average speeds you get with 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G networks. So let's start with the 2G networks, which can be seen in the blue row here. The latest 2G technology for data is Edge. And when you see the E symbol on your phone, that is when you're connected to Edge. Now, while the maximum speed Edge can technically deliver is 384 kilobits per second, what you actually get on average is around 130 to 200 kilobits per second. Unfortunately, though, if the network is busy and if you do not see all the signals on your phone, what you end up getting will be even lower than that. So let me give you some friendly advice here. When you see this E symbol on your phone, don't even bother using your phone for the internet. Just sit back and relax and try to appreciate the world that exists outside of your phone, and just wait for 4G or 5G network coverage. Okay, moving on. In the yellow row here, we have 3G networks where the latest technology is HSPA or Evolved HSPA. Again, the maximum speed looks great on paper, but what you actually get is around 5 to 8 Mbps if you're lucky. Then, of course, we have 4G and 5G networks which can offer much better and reliable speeds for whatever you want to do with your phone. Now, the thing is that 3G networks can still keep your data session alive. So, for example, if you were watching a YouTube video on 4G and then you entered a 3G area, your session may still continue and survive at least. On the other hand, if you entered a 2G area, it would be very difficult for that session to continue because 2G networks do not have much capacity for mobile data. So what I experienced on this train journey was that I found myself with no coverage or just 2G coverage very frequently. Now I know that when you're on a train journey, especially when the train goes through a tunnel, you do expect to lose coverage for a bit, but when you reach the end of that tunnel, you want to see some light or data at the end of that tunnel. I hope mobile operators improve 4G and 5G coverage to fill this 3G void, because I really miss the 3G networks that would have saved my team's call that I was so desperately trying to join from the train. In the end, I had to listen to my own friendly advice, which is basically sit back and relax and try to appreciate the world outside of your phone if you're connected to 2G for mobile data. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm posting new videos all the time.